Hello YouTube, I'm Dr. Fox. Today, I'm talking about the best time to get pregnant. You have the best chance of getting pregnant if you have sex within 24 hours of ovulating when the ovary releases an egg. Ovulation generally happens around 2 weeks from the first day of your last period if you have a 28-day cycle. Eggs only live for between 12 to 24 hours once they are released, so they have to be fertilized by a sperm in this window if pregnancy is to occur. A woman is at her highest fertility 24 to 48 hours each side of ovulation. However, you can become pregnant if you have had sex any time in the week before you ovulate, because sperm can live inside your body for as many as 7 days. Anytime you have sex in the week before ovulation, the sperm can journey through the fallopian tubes and be ready to fertilize the egg when it arrives. However, if you want to get pregnant, you don't have to be absolutely exact about when you have sex. It's not usually possible to predict exactly when you are going to ovulate, and having sex to a timetable can be stressful and actually put you off sex. The best chances of getting pregnant are for those who have sex every 2 or 3 days regularly, not just at the time you think you will ovulate. Pregnancy occurs when sperm from a man join with an egg from an woman. Some women get pregnant at once, but not all women. 80% to 90% of women trying to get pregnant will get pregnant within 12 months. Others may take longer and might need medical help to get pregnant. It will help you to have a better understanding of conception and pregnancy if you know the working of male and female sexual organs and what happens during the menstrual cycle. Okay, then let's think about how conception works. On average, a menstrual cycle lasts for 28 days. The first day of your period is seen as the first day of the cycle. In the first 2 weeks of the cycle, the egg grows within your ovaries. This is encouraged by FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. The outer coat of the egg as it glows encourages production of estrogen, another hormone that prepares the uterus lining to receive a fertilized egg. The lining of the uterus glows a sort of cushion rich in nutrients to hold the egg when it has been fertilized. The womb lining gets thicker and cervical mucus gets thinner, allowing easier process for sperm. About 2 weeks into the menstrual cycle, the egg will be released from the ovary in the process called ovulation, something that occurs once a month. Usually only one egg is released from an ovary, although sometimes another may be released, generally within 24 hours of the first one. Luteinizing hormone or LH is what triggers the release of the egg. Once the egg has been released, there is only a short time, 12 to 24 hours, when the sperm can fertilize it. The egg begins a slow journey down the fallopian tube, and if sperm is present then, it may be fertilized. This happens at the top end of the fallopian tube. The womb lining will now be thick enough to receive a fertilized egg. If fertilization does not happen, the egg will leave the body during your period, as will the womb lining. The egg is microscopic, so you won't be able to see it when it's expelled. If the egg is fertilized, the embryo starts to grow. This works through a process called cell division. One cell divides into 2, those 2 divide into 4, those 4 divide into 8, and so on. The embryo will reach the uterus and embed itself in its lining around 1 week after fertilization. The cells around the embryo will create HCG or human chorionic gonadotropin, which tells your body that you are pregnant, and so stop the menstrual cycle until the baby has been delivered. If the egg is fertilized, the lining of the uterus is disposed of during your period and the cycle starts over. Okay, then The easiest way of knowing you are pregnant is noticing that you have missed a period. Pregnant women don't have periods when they expect them because pregnancy hormones stop the lining of the uterus breaking down and being expelled. A blood test for those hormones or HCG can show them by the 24th day of your cycle, and urine tests can show them by the 26th day. If you've taken a home pregnancy test and it is positive, you should immediately think about selecting a doctor and contact them. Make sure that your diet is healthy, and if you smoke or drink alcohol, stop. Take a specialized perinatal vitamin which has folic acid in it. As well as missing period, signs of pregnancy can include feeling sick, needing to go to the bathroom more often, feeling tired, and having tender breasts.